my name is Adwoa, and welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to talk about humility, and more specifically, humility in leadership. Humility in leadership is an incredibly helpful, powerful leadership trait. So much so that the head of HR at Google says that that's one of the traits that he looks for every time he brings on a new hire. In addition, there was a study conducted by Catalyst that included about 1,500 employees from different cultural backgrounds and found that humility was one of the top 4 leadership traits to establishing an inclusive and impactful work culture. So this humility thing is seriously powerful. Today I want to talk about the 3 questions that humble leaders ask themselves so that they can make sure that they stay grounded. The first question is, do I have enough critical voices around me? Some of you may be saying, I have way too many critical voices around me. And if that's the case, that's a topic for another video, but watch that one when I do it. But having critical voices around you and having enough high quality critical voices around you is really important, because you do get a lot of accolades when you are somebody who's on a leadership track or somebody who is a leader. You do get a lot of recognition for the results that you get. And when you're getting all that positive feedback, you may not feel like you're getting enough negative feedback to make sure that you realize that, yeah, there are things that you can continue to improve on. So it's really about the balance. Yes, we want you to have the positive recognition. Yes, I want you to have all the accolades in the world, but I also want you to have people around you that you trust and respect that can give you critical feedback about what you can do differently so you're constantly improving. That is something that humble leaders always do. The second question that humble leaders ask themselves is there enough of a challenge around me? And I love this one because I've been there myself. And is that the right environment to facilitate humility? It really isn't. When you're doing work that you could do with your eyes closed, you're again much more likely to have a lot of people around you telling you how awesome you are, treating you like you walk on water, and you're not inspired to be humble. You're not inspired to figure out where you can continuously develop because you're doing such a rock star job and you could do it while you were sleeping. So make sure that you've got the balance of, again, recognition, but also challenge. And the last one is my favorite. I learned this one early on in my career, but I didn't associate it with humility. I basically associated it with job expectations. But the third question that humble leaders ask themselves is, am I spending enough time with the people that are actually doing the work? As we increase our roles and get scope and scale in leadership roles, we can get further and further away from the actual activities and tasks that move our ideas into action. And when you get farther and farther away from that, you can forget the struggles, the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles that the individuals that take your idea and make it real have to go through. I spent a large amount of my career in manufacturing, and that was a huge part of our expectation. I didn't physically work the lines, but I had ideas and things that would impact the employees who worked the lines. So that meant that in order for me to make sure that those ideas made sense and to make sure that I was getting the support from the people that I needed to go spend some time with those employees who were literally working the lines. Spending time with the people who are doing the work, who are part of the front line of your organization, whatever industry that is, really helps to keep you humble, but it also helps to make your ideas better. The people who actually are close to the work can give you such insight into how things can be done differently and better and more efficiently. So doing something like that is not just good for you, it's good for the overall business. So if you're digging this video and this topic, I need you to like it and I need you to share it. You never know how this simple video share is seriously going to have a positive impact on somebody's career and on their life. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of what I share, then you need to head over to our site, listed right here, and sign up for our email updates. That way you never miss out on anything new that I drop, and I do drop some things exclusively to my email subscribers. The corporate world needs that unique gift that only you bring. So go out into the world today and act with conviction, be courageous, and live joyfully every single day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you again at the very next episode.